Welcome to Energy, where we integrate our inner beings for education, entertainment, and most of all, wholeness. If you like what I do, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification before you exit the live. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's see what the current energy is. Just a general pull. Someone's happy. Someone's happy. It's the Lovers coming out sideways. So someone's looking at a connection sideways. Maybe confused here. Trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Yeah, they're trying. Okay, it says, I will use wisdom to make important choices. So someone could be making a decision about a relationship or a connection. It's one that has went through quite a bit, so it has a lot there, or there's a lot to risk. The connection could almost be, it could be like 50-50. Someone could be on the fence, or they were on the fence. So someone's trying to see, are they going to choose the connection or not? Because I feel like every connection comes with this difficulty. So mostly what you're seeing is whether or not it's a connection you can prioritize and how good it is for your life, specifically your heart. Okay. What's going on? That Seven of Swords just had to bring his ass out. What's on the bottom of the deck? Page of Swords. So you're being watched. You're being watched. Like, this could be monitoring of some sort. Someone's watching or monitoring. Now, this person could be dishonest, or they're monitoring you. They're trying to see if there's somewhere. I feel like somebody has been trying to see if you're getting away with something, if you're lying about something. Dishonesty, lies, trickery, scheming, cheating. I'm getting so far it's a no. Someone is seeing that someone has grown. This could be someone trying to see if there's something that they could like potentially put on you, like, you know, a grievance that they could file against you, but they don't have any reason to. I don't know who this is, but they want to have some reason to feel as if you are not true, not honest, or someone they can't trust. They want to prove something here about the connection, or maybe about your motives in a connection. Got the Magician, the art of communication. You might have a platform. It, like, I don't know. You may have a platform, or like you have a following or something like that. I'm getting kind of like TikTok. It's just like talking. You may just talk, or you just, maybe you tell a lot about your personal life. It could be TikTok. It could be, you know, YouTube. If not, I mean, like maybe Facebook or something like that. But I feel like you go live. I don't know why with this Page of Swords. You go live. You have a following. The Magician energy. You may use your, you have the gift of gab. Okay, you may talk a lot. And someone is spying to see if they can find a loophole or something in something that you're saying. Whether or not you're manipulating or being manipulative. This could be a Virgo that is watching you. Okay. I have Gemini, Aquarius, and Virgo. The World in reverse. I'm getting like everything was exposed. Somebody has a situation. I don't know if this is like a relationship you were in or a relationship you got out of. but everything was exposed. Everything was exposed. And matter of fact, if this is a chapter that you close, like, you're still the same person. You're somebody who's extremely transparent. I have two cards where I really can't even show it on YouTube because she's naked. She's naked. As a matter of fact, I mean, in the past, you may have shown a little bit, but it looks like you're actually showing a lot more now. So they can't see something. They're trying to see something, but you've already shown somebody that's shown everything they could show. If they were looking for what your dishonesty was, or whether or not they can trust you, or what they can trust you with, or what they can't trust you with, somebody's already seen all of it. What is the question? What is somebody concerned about? As a matter of fact, they're giving more clarity right now. Kind of looks like they're looking to the past. Okay, maybe both. They're looking to the past. Someone is like caught up in their head, going back and forth, going over the past, going over your current actions. They got a lot of time on their hands because they're looking at what you used to do, and they're looking at everything that you're doing now. This may be somebody, if you have a platform, they're going all the way back, like old videos, like, you know, as far back in your archives as they can get. They're like looking for something here to see if you lied about something. I don't know. Have fun with that. That energy is draining. Okay. Yeah, somebody's already moved forward out of this. They already have the new perspective. They've already made the decision. They've already made the decision. So whatever the decision is they're looking for, it's already been made here. Somebody's like dotted all the I's, crossed all the T's. They haven't just made the decision, they're already moving forward in it. It's like it's done and over with. The Lovers is crossing the Hangman in the upright. Somebody's very intuitive, very in sync. They know how they feel, they know what they think. Okay? And the two are meeting. Like it's a meeting of the mind and the heart. Somebody is making wise decisions, using their wisdom to make important choices. They're making wise decisions. This person isn't, I mean, you may not be able to see them, but it's not because they're sneaky. This person is strategic. They're actually taking their emotions out of a decision, or they're putting their emotions on the back burner so that they're not moved by emotion only. And maybe this could be someone with very strong emotions. A Gemini, they could be very prone to more of their, like one or the other. It could be the overly loving and doting twin, or it could be the evil twin, okay, that like, they'll do you in. Okay, it's like a battle of good versus evil. Somebody's already balanced that out and decided, you know, how they want it to be. And that's what I'm saying. It kind of feels like someone has already had an agreement, you know, with both sides of self. There's like an agreement, a unison that they're coming to. Yes, I'll take this from you and I'll take this from you. Yes, I like that and I'm going to keep that. I'm going to, you know, get rid of that. It's crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Okay. So somebody is in disbelief that you have accomplished this because they don't have anything to hold you with. They don't have anything to put on you. They don't have anything to say about you. They feel as if they actually limited themselves from getting the things that they were hoping for from you, and they think it was just because they didn't believe that it, like, something was too good to be true. They just didn't think they could get it. But the moment that they released that, they feel like productivity, all of a sudden, what it was that they thought they couldn't get from you, they started to get. So it feels as if they sabotage something, they self-sabotage something, and they're looking for evidence of that. Okay, so they could be going back in archives. I don't know, they could be looking at old text messages, you know, just kind of trying to put together some kind of puzzle pieces to see. Okay, but they are gaining clarity. What's the Page of Swords? Oh, they're gaining clarity, and clarity of things they didn't even want to see. Somebody is hurting themselves with the kind of clarity that they're coming into. Yeah, the High Priestess and the Five of Pentacles. See, yeah, you really have to be careful. Somebody is doing too much spying or too much investigation during a period of time when they are actually feeling out in the cold. They're not in the right position to get the information that they're getting. Though they have access to this information. It's just, it's kind of like, if it's a risk. If you don't know if it's going to be good or bad, then you likely don't want to get this information from a time period where you are not feeling good at all, because the risk is greater. You're not in the best space, so the risk is greater. You're putting your heart out there, or you're giving your information, or you're being honest with somebody, or open with someone, and you really can't afford to lose. So whoever this person is, I feel like they put themselves out there, but maybe mentally open themselves up to something. Yes, the Emperor in reverse. This person wanted control or domination over your decision making process, and they weren't even in a good position to see whatever they were going to find out about you. So they found this clarity, but I don't feel like the clarity is making them feel the way they expected that it would. In fact, if it's the Emperor in reverse, they may be looking at you like you are actually accomplishing something that they would like to. The Magician in the upright is a manifester. They're creative, full of desire and power, self-motivated, willpower, resourceful. They know what they want, and they know how to express what they want, and they know how to get what they want. They reach their goals. They try their best. They put everything in. And like, if something works, it works because they did their very best. If it doesn't work, this person has no grievance because they did their very best. They kind of accept the loss. So there's a world here in reverse. So there's something they didn't get, but this person, that just means that cycle is closed. But they're still going to be who they were in this past cycle. So I think someone is seeing that this is how you, like, the beginning and the end, some alpha omega type of energy. Like, you're always going to close out a cycle just as good as you were when you started it. Like, you would not have started it if you weren't sure that you would be able to land on your feet. It's something like that. Someone is gaining clarity about you, but at a time period where they weren't really ready for this. It's probably someone who underestimated you. So what they were expecting to see is the opposite, actually. I feel like it may be somebody who is comparing themselves to you. What's the Magician? You're closing out some kind of chapter in your life. Hold on one second. I gotta check. I don't have to wrap this up. What's the Magician? Virgo energy. Two of Cups. Wholeness, completion. Someone is, yeah, this is you. So, somebody may not be able to see if you're in a connection with somebody. Maybe that's all this is. Someone is stalking your page. They're stalking your page. They're stalking your social media. Hopefully they're not stalking your house. But there is somebody who definitely is trying to see if you're in a connection. And it doesn't matter if you're in a connection with someone else or if you're in a connection with yourself. What they're seeing is that you're happy, you're complete, you're balanced, you're at ease. They feel love, or like the energy there is love. Okay, you could also be like easy to talk to or welcoming or something like that. It says shared understanding, cooperative. I don't know if this is at work. Someone could be stalking you, or this could be someone at your job. They're just watching how you're moving. Like, maybe this is a job you intend to leave. You're getting ready to start a new position, but they're watching you close out this cycle just as good. It's not one of those fuck you, I'm leaving type of energies. That's kind of like me when I had to grow up on the real, employment scene. I would leave a job in a hot second. Fuck you, fuck your mama. Again, my mouth was real bad, and especially these jobs that did not pay a lot. Remember when minimum wage was like $5.50? I literally like, I'm not cleaning no bathroom. Are you fucking crazy? What do you mean $5.50 an hour and you gonna choose me? I'll just quit. Okay, it's not that. This is putting your 2 weeks in, or leaving with grace, or saving face, or getting a position that is of equal value, if not better. So you are, yeah, you're solid. It's the King of Pentacles. Somebody's super solid. So you may have lost a job. You fucking landed on your feet. You landed on your feet. You completed some kind of cycle. And I mean, this person is like looking at you like, how were you able to accomplish that? Like, how did you get that done? But you showed them. You told them how you were able to accomplish something. The magician energy usually announces themselves without meaning to. Unless they're trying to put on a show for you, or they're trying to, kind of give you something to look forward to. Like, if they're putting on a show, then they know what they're saying, they know what they're doing. But if not, that's just their divine connection. They tend to give people opportunity and chance to move around or to do things different, because they're getting ready to make a move that could separate or detach them from someone, so they kind of let them know. They give clarity. They give clarity, and it doesn't even have to be a conversation. It's shared understanding. This is someone who puts their heart on the line. Big banks. This is somebody with big banks. I'm getting their pockets are probably stable right now, but if not physically, they will be. But energetically, this person got big money. They can pay. They can afford to pay. They can pay. It's like, we got an understanding. Of course you do. That money be on the table. Somebody do not play. What's the star? I gotta go. The star is the moon in reverse and the chariot in reverse. So yeah, someone, I feel like someone got off their course trying to figure out what you were up to, and the whole time you were giving them clarity of what you were up to. But I guess maybe they needed to see it for themselves. So this could also be someone you gave a lot of clarity to them, but they had to go all the way back and check the facts. This could be someone who likes to dot the I's and cross the T's too. They could actually be a lot like you. So whatever they were looking for, I'm getting they're getting it, and probably in excess. They're getting more now than they were before. Gaining clarity, releasing fear, finding the truth, suppressed emotions, and conquering anxiety. So someone was off path because they were trying to see if you were like trying to manipulate or trick them, deceive them in some way. But what they're kind of coming into clarity to, they're coming into this clarity. Sorry, I'm rushing. I gotta go. But they're coming into this clarity that you were honest and open or transparent before, and it hasn't become less, it's become more. You're even more honest, open, like they trust you more than they did before. Okay. All right, you guys, that's the live. That's my time. In case I didn't see you in this live, this is me and mine blowing you kisses, waving and saying good afternoon, good evening, and good night.